what's wild is a woman would withhold her information, knowing was something wrong with her, right? Just for the
Right.
sake of maintaining conflict in a relationship by not allowing you to resolve the issue. She just rather stay in conflict, right? But what women don't see, and maybe men, but what we need to understand is men and women naturally have to resolve conflict differently.
Right.
In a man's world where we fight and it's in a man's nature to defend ourselves and defend our honor. And we understand that when we have conflicts with other men, it can end with somebody dying.
Right.
Like legit. I ain't saying there got to be a weapon involved, but
Right.
the human body's fragile. If you punch somebody in the right place and they fall and hit their head in the right place, they could die.
Right.
So what men understand the importance of resolving conflicts in a certain manner,
Right.
right? Women don't have that. Women don't. There's this thing in women
Right.
where they don't understand to the level of men how important it is to resolve conflicts.
Right. They'll just let it be.
They just let it be. And they
Yeah.
and they can stay in the house with you. It could be your wife, it could be whoever it is. A woman will live with you and will not talk to you for
For
a
ye
month.
for months. Yeah.
For
About
months.
that, or for that conflict, not address,
Oh,
never address the conflict ever.
never address the conflict, right?
Ever.
She just rather see it not resolved.
Yeah. Yeah.
And in her mind, what's really crazy about it is in her mind, she thinks she's doing you a disservice by not letting you resolve a problem for her.
Yeah. Yeah.
And for somehow she thinks that's messing with you by
Yeah.
maintaining conflict in herself.
Yeah. I mean, and yeah, and unless there's a situation where you have somebody that's afraid to address the conflict,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. But other than that, it would only be that, that would be to me, that would be the only thing. But again, it baffles me that somebody would hold an issue to that, the one that they care about, hold it and never say anything, and
Yeah.
just hold it, and
Just hold it.
take your right from being that protector, that provider, that person that's gonna make it right. And even if you don't think the person is gonna make it right, it's still that woman's right to speak on it.
Right.
So the person knows,
Right.
look, this is how I felt about this.
Hmm.
That person may not make it right, but you should still speak on it.
That's
You
right. You
know,
should.
yeah,
100%.
major point, major
Yeah.
point.
And I think if anything, that's definitely something that I mean, men do it too. You know what I'm saying? I've had personally, I've had my times where I knew I had an issue with something, and I was like, you know what? It's not it's not worth saying anything about this particular issue because this is something I can get over. But what I'm saying is the difference is what I think the difference is
Yeah,
for me as a man at least, I would never withhold information from my woman about an issue I'm having if I felt like it was going to make me start treating her different.
right. Something you can't get over. It's
And
just
and
something that
that and
bothers you.
that and right, that's the difference.
Yeah,
I,
yeah,
I'm I'm not going to withhold an issue I have when I know it's going to make me treat her different. Women
yeah,
don't do
yeah.
that. They'll withhold the information and still treat you different.
Right, because they've already
And
convicted you for
yeah,
the issue. Yeah, they
and
haven't
have
even.
you walking around wondering like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, and they don't even know the history of whatever you may be going through. They may not even know the background story. And they'll hold that against you for years. Even family members will
Right,
do that.
right.
Family members will have you will be holding something against you that you don't even know anything about until you hear from
Yeah,
somebody else.
right,
So
right.
like you said, the real men want to resolve issues, and
Hmm.
for those people who those boys who don't, get away from them, because they
Right.
those people are hazardous to your health, man.